Oh my goodness gracious, there you are again. Hello, good looking. Stop it, take the compliment. The best for sale by owner video series on the internet. Selling your house without a stinky, cold-blooded real estate agent. We're also going to talk about how to avoid predators who are trying to prey on owners that are selling their house without a real estate agent, parading as something that they are not. We'll talk about that a little later. And here we go. Number one. Now this might seem self-explanatory, but this is probably one of the reasons why you're considering not hiring a real estate agent. Answer your phone. Schedule appointments and be very accommodating. A lot of times people that are selling their house by owner are private people. That's one of the reasons that they don't want to have an agent coming into their house. They also don't want to have strangers coming into their house without them being present. Be careful with this. This can be dangerous. You just need one buyer to give you what you want for you to be able to move on and be happy. In the beginning, you want to show as much as possible because it's like playing poker. In the beginning, you have all the chips. Now, the longer that your house sits, the more chips that you're losing, the more negotiating power that you're losing, and the more that people are likely going to take advantage of you and think that you are in a desperate situation. I'll never be in a desperate situation. I understand that. I'm just trying to tell you how to avoid it. Now, in order to get showings, it's going to be very important to get your house out there. The number one way to get your house out in front of a bunch of stinking cold-blooded real estate agents that are going to bring you buyers is to get your house on the multiple listing service. With for sale by owners, less than 7% got their house on the multiple listing service. Well, how can I do this without a real estate agent? You can do this with a real estate agent that is an entry-only real estate agent that will basically take your house, take the photography that you gave them, take the stuff that you gave them, put it on the MLS, take the verbiage that you gave them, put it on the MLS, and just basically mark it up a little bit to cover their time. This is a real estate agent that probably doesn't love themselves and isn't necessarily doing super well with other things. So there might be some issues with that. And I know that I'm gonna get a lot of hate for saying that, but I don't care. I'm here to protect you. Whether you call me or not, I'm just gonna tell you the truth, no matter how it shakes out. So, offer 2.5% to 3% commission. Think about it like this. It's better to offer all of these agents that are working with all of these buyers a commission to show your house because it's probably very similar to a lot of other things that are out there on the market. And if it's not, just the exposure alone is going to be worth 2.5%. Now let's break that down. Let's say your house is worth $400,000. 2.5% of $400,000 is only $10,000. And I know you're saying, only $10,000, that's why I don't like you real estate agents. Relax, good looking, uncross your arms. I'm not here to hurt you. $10,000 is a lot of money. That's why I want you to save that money by offering commission to a buyer's agent. Why? Because you want to have all those chips and bargaining power. Now imagine you offer 2.5%, you're gonna get a lot more people showing your house in the first 2 weeks, which is your most important time on the market. Now, I know what you're saying. You're saying what a lot of for sale by owners are saying. I'm gonna price my house high. I'm not gonna offer any commission. And then they'll offer here low, and then we'll do this until we meet somewhere in the middle. Or if it doesn't sell in 2 weeks, I'll just reduce my price. Understand, those first 2 weeks are incredibly important, especially if you're using these secondary websites like Zillow, Redfin, Realtor.com. The first time that a buyer sees your house and sees that it's overpriced, they immediately associate something negative with it. Now, when it comes up in 2 weeks and the price has been reduced, now there's something wrong with it. So what you want to do is you want to be able to get as many people through the front door as possible. Make sure that everyone who is even thinking about buying something that is closely resembling your house knows that it's available in the first 72 hours. That is your best likelihood for getting a bidding war. Or if you're not going to get a bidding war, at least getting that one person to give you what you want before the weekend plays out and you get more offers in, or the illusion of more offers in. And I'm not telling you to lie to anyone, but I am telling you, in order to be a great real estate agent and in order to get my clients as much money as possible, I am a fantastic poker player, homie. I know how to represent my clients because I know how to frickin' roll the dice. Am I right? Yes, ma'am. So price it right, market it right, get people in through the front door, drive up that cost, and then when you get that offer, let's say you list your house on a Tuesday or Wednesday, which I don't like to list my house too early in the week. I like to list typically on a Thursday or Friday advertise like crazy for that open house, that opening weekend, get as many people through the front door as possible. A lot of people tell you open houses don't sell houses. Okay, lazy real estate agents, open houses don't work. Okay, all right. Open houses work when real estate agents work. Less than 1% of agents have ever sold an open house at the open house. 9 members of my team have sold an open house at the open house. Why? It all comes down to marketing and then knowing what you're doing when people are walking in through the front door. It's just science, or something like science. Let's call it science. Now, another big reason why you were watching this video, how to avoid predators. Now, who is a predator? A predator is anyone that is looking to prey on an unsuspecting owner that is not represented by a real estate agent. Now, unfortunately, the second that you list your house as a for sale by owner on any one of these secondary websites that I've been describing to you, those lists go out because they are purchased by investors. They are purchased by real estate agents. They're purchased by people that are selling them to all these people. That's how it all works. I'm sorry to say so, but sadly it's true that bang-ups and hang-ups will happen to you. You're going to get called by a lot of people that are looking to take advantage of you. So who are you going to be called by? You're going to be called by people saying, hey, I want to come by. I'm an investor. I buy a lot of these things. And I just want to come by. I want to see if I can make the numbers work. Now, what they're doing is they're going to come out and they are probably working with a lot of investors because this is the way that investors work. They're going to show up, they're going to undervalue your house, or they're going to tell you that they can list your house for you and put it on the MLS and get it out there to the world because the person that is showing up to your house is likely a licensed real estate agent. That's not necessarily a bad thing. So when you get these phone calls, you can't say, are you a licensed real estate agent? Then I would prefer not to show you my house. That would be a bad idea because the thing is some of you are in a situation where you do want an investor to buy your house. You don't want to put the money into it. But something else to consider. Who else is going to call you? You're going to get a call from basically anybody that's looking for a deal. Also, a lot of other real estate agents that are just going to call you and flat out say, I heard that you're selling your house without representation. And those phone calls are probably going to start at 8 o'clock in the morning and will probably end at 9 o'clock at night. And you're going to get a lot of them. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. But other people are, and that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I'm here to teach you how to prepare for it. But there's another way forward. If you want to keep the equity in your house, flip it with someone else's money that they will make back at close of escrow, and then sell your house and reap the reward that comes along with updating your house. Now, there are 2 lenders that I work with that offer these kind of programs. Brian Decker at Loan Depot, who also happens to be the top FHA and the top VA lender in the state of California. And I also work with Brian Shudo at Pure Mortgage, who also offers a renovation loan. Now, if you want to call either one of these people, I'll link their information below and see what you could do about keeping the equity in your house, flipping it, selling it, and then reaping the rewards that come along with just a little bit more headache. How much more equity can you squeeze from your house, which is what you're trying to do anyway by not working with an agent. My name's David Serpa. I'm here to offer you value in whatever way I can do it, because if you're going to sell your house without an agent, you're going to sell your house without an agent. Stay tuned for our 5th video where we are going to talk about negotiating the contract and getting paid, which of course is probably the most important video that you can watch. I appreciate you tuning in. Please hit subscribe, tune into our YouTube channel, like The Homes Team on Facebook, look at thehomesteam.com. There is only one of the homes teams out there. And thank you so much for tuning in to another program. I'll see you in episode 5, Negotiating the Contract. Here we go.